Coach's Corner with Jeff Brohm has been brought to you by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. By Interventional Pain Specialist. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Enjoy life and stop living with pain. By the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to move over for emergency vehicles. By Kentucky Legend Hams. One legend folks can rely on. By the Medical Center, the official healthcare partner of the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network. By Pizza Hut, the flavor of now. By South Central Bank, home of the official debit card of WKU Athletics. By Taco Bell, because sometimes you gotta live Moss. By UPS, from figuring it out to getting it done, UPS can help. More information at solvers.ups.com. By US Bank, all of us serving you at US Bank. And by WKONA, the official team physicians of WKU Athletics.
Welcome to the Coach's Corner, presented by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Coach, what a great victory over La Tech, 41-38.
Yes, it was. It was a great win for our football team. We spent a lot of hours and a lot of hard work were put into trying to win this football game. We knew it was going to be challenging. La Tech had kind of whipped our tail last year, and they presented a lot of problems for us. So for us to, as a coaching staff and players, to work hard, find a way to win, come out, play well. We started hot, and then to be able to hold off in the end to get the victory was extremely satisfactory and rewarding for this football team.
And Coach, you know you talked about it even last week, but how important it is to be 2-0 at this moment?
Well, it's big. You know, we knew the first 3 games on our schedule were going to be difficult for us. We were going to have to play well to win. We were going to have to play better than our opponent, do all the little things necessary in order to get that done. I think, you know, a huge component to that is we've won the turnover battle the first 2 games, and as little as that sounds, it's been very critical to the success of those 2 games, and we're going to have to carry that over into the Indiana game. And
Coach, you know, the entire week, I mean, how was the coaching staff and how much time did you guys spend preparing?
Well, we had to spend some extra hours on this one. We knew that La Tech was going to be a challenging football game. They're very good defensively. They give you a lot of different looks. We had to really hone in and get a good definitive game plan ready for them, which I think really paid off. But our guys went out, executed early. We were able to get a lead, which is important against them. They bring a lot of exotic blitzes on 3rd down, so when we got that lead, it definitely helped us. And then our guys played hard the entire game, and we found a way to win, and that's what we're going to have to do in order to keep it going.
Okay, Coach, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to you after these messages.
Bluegrass Cellular's faster data speeds and more complete coverage keep you connected to your community, no matter where life takes you. Whether you're exploring your own backyard or forging new paths across the country. Talk better, text better, play better, and share better. Here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
People ship all kinds of things.
But what if that thing is a few 100,000 doses of flu vaccine?
That need to be kept at 41 degrees.
While being shipped to a country where it's 90 degrees. In the shade.
Sound hard? Yeah.
Does that mean people in Laos shouldn't get their vaccine?
We didn't think so.
From figuring it out to getting it done.
We're here to help.
I like that Passport's right here in Kentucky. That's why I choose Passport.
We choose Passport because there's no cost to us.
I choose Passport because they helped my mom get the care she needed.
We choose Passport because of her.
Why will you choose Passport? Call 1-800-578-0603 and choose Passport, a proud sponsor of WKU's Hilltoppers with Heart. Passport Health Plan. We take the time to care.
One of the best parts about actually having an event at the WKU Augustine Alumni Center is the staff that you get to work with.
The staff is very accommodative, very helpful and friendly, make sure that we have everything that we need.
The WKU conferencing staff is just wonderful to work with and so accommodating.
I would definitely recommend the Nicely Center. It's just a great place to hold meetings, to supply the needs that the companies and businesses around this area need.
We could not more highly recommend this location and the conferencing and catering system to meet all of your needs.
South Central Bank is a locally owned bank that cares about you and our community too.
Working with South Central Bank has been a great experience for us because they are a locally owned bank.
They have been very responsive to what we need. I see the people that I know from the bank out in the community. They come to our business, we come to theirs.
So they understand our business and our needs.
They have been very good and tried hard to keep our business.
South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help. Member FDIC.
Being a new father is absolutely fantastic. You know, as a new parent, one of the greatest joys you have is holding your child, and I couldn't stop a burning sensation like in the right side of my shoulder. The thing that I most appreciate about having gone to IPS is being able to use my hands without having numbness. To experience the relief from pain, I would do it 1,000 times.
Interventional pain specialists. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional.
This week's injury update is brought to you by WKONA. They want you to know where to go. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Coach Brandon Dowdy, 28 of 38, 441 yards, back on track.
Well, I thought he played an outstanding game. He's been very consistent. He's not turned the ball over. He's led us on drives. He's gotten completions. And really, he made some really good throws up the field. We had a lot of big plays. A lot of those had to do with not only our guys getting open, but sometimes they were tight windows, and he squeezed it in there. He was accurate. He wasn't scared to push it up the field, and he took care of the ball. So all things that an experienced, mature quarterback does, he did all those.
And how important was the protection throughout the game?
Well, the protection was critical. Our offensive line played outstanding, and we knew going into they were going to have to play really well. They had a lot of different looks. We felt like we had a good plan for it, and a plan that was somewhat simple as well, so they didn't have to think quite as much. And our guys up front did a great job. Really, the quarterback was only sacked once, and that was really not on them. It was on a rollout where our running back kind of got driven back into the pile. So for our offensive line to play that well, keep our quarterback clean, our hats off to them and the hard work they put in. I'm very proud of them.
And Higbee is starting to be a force now. 7 catches for 88 yards.
Well, Tyler's definitely an outstanding tight end. He's the guy we have to have in the mix. He's athletic. He can run. He can catch. In the past, he's been a little nicked up here and there, and he's stayed very healthy so far. He's a guy that is a big target for us. He can go across the middle. He can catch it in traffic, and he can stretch the field. So I think if he continues to work hard, stay healthy, he's got a chance to be develop into an outstanding player and have a chance to even play beyond college.
And Coach, we talked about the receivers early in the summer, but this game they really started off really fast.
Well, our receivers were hungry this game. They knew the last game they didn't play up to par, and it really hurt our offense's performance, especially in the first half. So they were hungry. They worked extremely hard. Coach Shepard did a great job with them, getting after them, making sure they were doing all the small things on every play, being precise, being exactly the depth that you wanted to be, looking the ball in, tucking it in, all those things that need to be done in practice every day to carry over to the game. We did it. Our receivers played outstanding. They made big catches. They made it in traffic. They got open versus press coverage. And, we're going to need that throughout the rest of the year in order to win big football games. It's them to perform at a high level. And
special teams did outstanding. Towner this week is going to be a conference player of the week.
Well, we knew going into this season, in order for us to be successful, all three components had to play well: offense, defense, special teams. And I've been very pleasantly surprised with our special teams play, and I've been very happy with it. I think they've worked extremely hard. Colin Towner's a guy that we hope that can get the ball in his hands. He's got great speed. He's explosive. And if you leave him a seam, he can hit it and you're not going to catch him. And he definitely proved that. But our other guys did a great job blocking, opening up holes, knowing exactly where we were going with it. And to get a big return like that is a difference maker. It really helped us win the game. And he also did a good job on the punt returns as well.
And Schwetman, 4 for 4, and then also had a personal best of a 46-yarder.
Well, Garrett's Mr. Reliable for us. He's consistent every game. He's extremely accurate. We know once we get inside a 40-yard field goal, he's going to put that thing through there, and he's continued to do that. And then, we had to ask him one time to kick it a little bit farther than he wanted to. He went out there and put it right through the goalpost. So he's a guy that we're lucky to have. He's been consistent. He's a senior leader. We got to keep him doing what he does best, and that's just kicking the ball accurately, giving him plenty of attempts throughout the game to keep him warm. But we're very happy with the way he played.
And then on defense, Marcus Ward, 11 tackles.
Well, I like the way our defense is progressing. I think we started off extremely well in the first quarter. We gave them some different looks that they weren't used to. I think they did get used to that and catch on a little bit. But the key is our guys played hard. We got turnovers. We continue to battle. We have 11-plus guys that we have out there. We rotate a lot of guys in there, and they continue to play hard. Marcus Ward's a guy that's a leader for us. He's smart. He knows where to line up. He plays hard as well. He really wants to compete and win. But he was definitely a leader for us in the game and did a great job.
And McCullum, linebacker, I mean, the linebackers are doing great. Even Holt, they were out pursuing the ball. You said they're hungry, and they're making plays.
Well, they're playing downhill better, which is good. You have Nick Holt, you have TJ McCollum, who are guys that are getting most of the reps. But TJ's definitely been a pleasant addition to our team, coming from UAB. Didn't play a whole lot there, so he's been able to come in. Dejon Brown's been a little nicked up, so he's been able to start, but he's done a great job, very productive, and definitely competes hard.
Okay, Coach, now to the play of the game. Okay, Coach, now to the play.
Well, I believe this was our 5th or 6th play of the game, but we normally script our first 8 plays, and everything was going on script at this point. We wanted to get into run looks. We brought in 2 tight ends. We had 2 receivers, hoping that they would load the box, trying to stop the run, press us on the outside. And really, this is just called Act 4 Go, T-Scout. So all we did was we're going to make a play fake to our running back. Our line's going to come off the ball, sell the run. We've got 2 vertical go routes on the outside. And the quarterback's read, we try to keep it simple. Hey, if you get one-on-one, we're chucking it deep. For some reason, the corner wants to bail out of there. That's fine. Then we had Tyler Higbee on this 10-yard out as the check down. For some reason, they wanted to get under that. Then we had Leon Allen in the flat after the fake. So luckily, we came out. They pressed us on the outside. Brandon knew exactly where he wanted to go. Taywan Taylor in the go route. He threw a perfect dime, dropped it right on spot, caught it. Huge play for us to start the game.
Okay, Coach, talk to us a little bit about like the first 8 plays that you have on the script.
Well, we normally have an idea what we want to do to start the game. Whether it's get the quarterback in rhythm, get the ball to certain people. And luckily this game, things are going perfect. We were driving it down the field. We had big completions. I think we had a good run. And now we wanted to take our shot. And normally if you can keep the corners honest and let them know you're going to throw it vertical over their head some, then it helps open the passing game. And definitely they tried to take away the short stuff. We threw it deep, and it was huge momentum for us to throw, go route, and score on the first drive.
Okay, Coach, thanks. We'll be back to you after these messages.
This WKU Football Legends feature is being brought to you by Kentucky Legend Ham. One legend folks can rely on. There isn't a player more responsible for lifting the WKU Hilltopper football program from the FCS to the FBS level than running back Bobby Rainey. Rainey willed his way to 100-yard rushing performances against even the biggest of FBS opponents as the Hilltoppers made the tough climb to college football's biggest level of competition. Rainey had the second-best single-season rushing performance in Hilltopper history as a junior and then topped that as a senior. Upon his graduation, Rainey had rushed for more yards and had more carries than anyone in Hilltopper football history, and he remains at the top of the list. All of this was accomplished with a relentless power rushing style and remarkable vision and toughness. Without Rainey, the Hilltopper football program wouldn't have made the successful transition in 2011 that catapulted the program to its recent success. This WKU Football Legends feature is brought to you by Kentucky Legend Ham. One legend folks can rely on.
This football season, we get anything we want. Any toppings, any specialty, any large Pizza Hut pizza for just $10.
If only this could last forever. But it won't. Now until September 27th, bring home the flavor with a $10 any carryout deal. Only at Pizza Hut. Hut.
Bluegrass Cellular's faster data speeds and more complete coverage keep you connected to your community, no matter where life takes you. Whether you're exploring your own backyard or forging new paths across the country. Talk better, text better, play better, and share better. Here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
Hi, I'm Betty Thompson. A healthy digestive system can help you maintain a healthy weight and make you feel more energized. A great way to get your digestive system in balance is by eating a cup of delicious, flavorful yogurt every day. Mixed with fruit, nuts, or cereal, it makes for a wholesome, nutritious breakfast or a tasty midday snack. It's low in fat, low in sugar, rich in potassium, calcium, and vitamin D. For recipes or more information on healthy dairy products, visit our website.
your orthopedic needs, contact the caring physicians at WKONA at 270-782-7800.
I like that Passport's right here in Kentucky. That's why I choose Passport.
We choose Passport because there's no cost to us.
I choose Passport because they helped my mom get the care she needed.
We choose Passport because of her.
Why will you choose Passport? Call 1-800-578-0603 and choose Passport, a proud sponsor of WKU's Hilltoppers with Heart. Passport Health Plan. We take the time to care.
Hey, Big Red. Thanks for coming to my IGA tailgate. I always wanted to know what it was like to tailgate on the Hill, and this is the only time I could do it. Our fans sure are lucky that they get to tailgate and compete in the IGA Tailgater of the Game promotion. I wish I could win because you know how much I like to win, but someone has to coach. So Hilltopper fans, I challenge you to become the IGA Tailgater of the Game. And be sure to get all your tailgating essentials at your local IGA, the official grocer of WKU Athletics. Go Tops!
Scott Danshaw was never afraid of a good dare, or even a double dare. We have 3 more dares for you. Mild chipotle, hot habanero, and fiery ghost pepper. Taco Bell's new $1 Daredevil loaded grillers.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Coach, on defense, your senior leadership has been outstanding.
Well, we made some big plays. I think Prince Aurora is a corner for us, a senior leader that has played well all year. He's our fastest guy on the team, and anytime the other team tries to go deep on him, I'm happy about it. He was able to recover, make a tremendous interception on a deep ball, and really stepped up and did a great job.
And now Gavin Rocker, he's been making a lot of plays. He had 5 tackles, and how important is it for his leadership on the team?
Well, I think he exemplifies what a student athlete should be. You know, he's an extremely hard worker. He loves the game of football. He loves his teammates. He does a great job in school. He's great in the community. Has a great personality, and he's a guy that got a little injured last year. He had some off-season surgery on his shoulder. He's healed up now. He's healthy. He's playing well. He's playing hard. He's into it. He wants to compete and win, and he's a guy we have to have in there, and he does a great job of leading our defense.
And especially the defense have been consistent from last week to this week.
Well, I like what I've seen from him. I think we got some hungry football players out there that are out to prove something. They understand that we have some challenges this year on our schedule, and they're going to have to find ways to make plays and compete and keep teams out of the end zone. But I think we're going to continue to improve. Our guys are feeling confident now. The senior leadership, the guys we have out there, I think feel good about the progress we made, and they're hungry to get out there and do more. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they do this Indiana game.
And Coach, it's really been important how, especially up front, the defensive line is holding up, and they continue to do that.
Well, we've definitely improved there. We have more mass, more size, more weight up front, and that really helps. When you talk about John Morris and Brian Shorter, Devontae Terrell, Omar Bryant, and there's actually a couple others that really get good push up front in our defensive ends, and Gavin Rocker and Derek Overstreet. We have Reeves on the other side as well, who's a good backup, Calvin Robinson, and even a few more. So we can rotate guys in there. They've added weight and strength. They're playing hard and they're fresh, and that's great to see that we have 2 plus, maybe 3 deep at that position.
And Coach, look at all the big plays, especially on defense, that we've been making lately.
Well, that's critical. Anytime you can win the turnover battle, you have a chance to win the game. And our guys, they play hard, and when you play hard, you're normally going to be around the ball and find a way to get it. And we got a few fumbles each game. We've gotten a couple interceptions each game, and that's critical to our success.
Thanks, Coach. Now to the feature with Gavin Rocker.
Hi, my name is Gavin Rocker. I play defensive end. I'm a 5th-year senior here, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. My dad and my uncle both play football professionally, so for as long as I can remember, I've always wanted to be just like them and play football, so that's how I got started. My first year playing, I was in 3rd grade, so I started playing around 8 years old. I've been playing ever since. The most I like about the football program here is the staff and the players. We really have a family-like atmosphere. A lot of people say that, but it's not cliche or anything. We really enjoy each other, and it's gotten closer and closer every year that I've been here. Coach Brohm is a player's coach. He's not, football 24/7. He actually cares about us as players, and he cares about how we feel and our confidence level, not just, what can you do for me. So I really enjoyed that part about him. Conference USA, What I like is I feel like we have a lot of athletes in Conference USA were the guys who are overlooked in high school due to size or, small schools. So it's good to see guys who have good talent but just may have been overlooked. So I feel like we have really good athletes. That's my favorite part about it. Oh, it means a lot, to be the first team. I was actually on a team in 2012 that went to the Little Caesars Bowl, so to be on the team that first went to a bowl game and to actually win the first bowl game for this university is huge. One of my main things is to have a better year than I did last year. Last year was good for me. I got some preseason all-conference honors or whatever, so I really want to make sure that I live up to that and just set a standard for the defensive ends that come after me. Our whole team is we want to have the best year of any football team that's ever came through here. So we want to leave a legacy that won't ever be forgotten this year, and we know that we have the potential to be great, and we want to make sure that we live up to that. Game day, I try to stay pretty relaxed. I'm a little nervous at first when I wake up. Sometimes it's kind of hard to eat breakfast, but the closer I get to the game, the more comfortable I feel. And I just try to, not worry about the lights or the cameras or the crowd or anything. Just, still just have fun, understand that it's football. And I feel like that's the most important thing. Like when you can still have fun and play the game, that's when you're at your best. I've seen it evolve greatly, actually. When I first got here, we were coming off a 2-10 season. And so to see us, we won 7 games my freshman year, and to see us evolve into a team that has had consistent winning seasons, that's huge to where winning is a tradition now. Prior to that, before I got here, we were on a losing streak, and that was expected of us. So it's good to see us get more media attention, more support from fans in the community. So we've evolved into a football team that's actually a respected part of the athletics here.
As the presenting sponsor of Hilltoppers with Heart, Passport Health Plan is proud to serve Western Kentucky University and Hilltopper fans across the state with all their health care provider needs.
Bluegrass Cellular's faster data speeds and more complete coverage keep you connected to your community, no matter where life takes you. Whether you're exploring your own backyard or forging new paths across the country. Talk better, text better, play better, and share better. Here, there, and everywhere. Bluegrass Cellular, your community expanded.
People ship all kinds of things
But what if that thing is a few 100,000 doses of flu vaccine
that need to be kept at 41 degrees
while being shipped to a country where it's 90 degrees? In the shade.
Sound hard? Yeah.
Does that mean people in Laos shouldn't get their vaccine?
We didn't think so.
From figuring it out to getting it done.
We're here to help.
Great catch! Yes! That's what I'm talking about! First down!
Football season is right around the corner.
Great catch! I love how you do it.
And Time Warner Cable Sports Pass has you covered with all the football you can handle. With NFL Red Zone from NFL Network, enjoy every touchdown from every game Sunday afternoons, all on one channel. Plus, watch all 16 live Thursday night football games on NFL Network. Upgrade to Sports Pass for only $8.99 more per month. Call 1-844-519-3773. Time Warner Cable.
I like that Passport's right here in Kentucky. That's why I choose Passport.
We choose Passport because there's no cost to us.
I choose Passport because they helped my mom get the care she needed.
We choose Passport because of her.
Why will you choose Passport? Call 1-800-578-0603 and choose Passport, a proud sponsor of WKU's Hilltoppers with Heart. Passport Health Plan. We take the time to care.
One of the best parts about actually having an event at the WKU Augustine Alumni Center is the staff that you get to work with.
The staff is very accommodative, very helpful and friendly, make sure that we have everything that we need.
The WKU conferencing staff is just wonderful to work with and so accommodating.
I would definitely recommend the Nicely Center. It's just a great place to hold meetings, to supply the needs that the companies and businesses around this area need.
We could not more highly recommend this location and the conferencing and catering system to meet all of your needs.
All workplace offices can be stressful, some more than others. So you can imagine, if this was your office, you'd want people to slow down and move over. Every day, emergency professionals put their lives on the line just by showing up for work. When you see a service vehicle or a car in distress, slow down and move over. In Kentucky, it's the law.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner, presented by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. Coach, Indiana this week.
Yes, this is a great challenge for us again. I think we get an opportunity to go on the road at a Big Ten team, Indiana, that's 2-0 as well. I think Indiana's a hungry football team, and they're out to prove people wrong. And it's going to be a tough football game for us. They're big up front. They're strong. They got a really good quarterback and a running back on offense that we played against last year when he was at UAB. Good skill players on the outside. You know, we're going to have to play well to win. We're going to have to win the turnover battle. We're going to have to make plays. We're going to have more fight, more determination than them for 60 minutes. And once again, it's going to go down to the wire like Hilltopper football, but we need to try to find a way to win.
And Coach, on offense, what kind of challenges do they present?
Well, they have a big quarterback that is very good. You know, he got hurt last year and it really hurt their team. He's back now. He's healthy. He can throw the football. They have a good running back who transferred from UAB, who ran for about 200-plus yards on us last year, and he's done extremely well so far to this point. Good tight end, good running backs, and really a solid senior-laden offensive line. So, you know, we're going to have to contain them, not give up the big play, stop the run. You know, get us the ball back, try to get some turnovers. But it'll definitely be a game where, you know, our defense has to perform well, you know, get us the ball in key situations, and really just outcompete them for 60 minutes.
And special teams-wise, do we have an advantage or where we see it?
Well, I think right now we've been playing good on special teams. We got to find ways to make sure Colin Towner gets touches. We got to block well for him, knowing that anytime he can catch it, and get a little space, he can go the distance. So those are all key components. We have to get a little better in the punting game, but obviously Garrett Swebin's been consistent. But all those things have to go well for us in order to win.
Okay, Coach, thanks for your time. Good luck against Indiana. See you next week on the Coach's Corner.
Coach's Corner with Jeff Brohm has been brought to you by Bluegrass Cellular, the official wireless sponsor of WKU Athletics. By Interventional Pain Specialist. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Enjoy life and stop living with pain. By the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, reminding you to move over for emergency vehicles. By Kentucky Legend Hams. One legend folks can rely on. By the Medical Center, the official healthcare partner of the Hilltopper IMG Sports Network. By Pizza Hut, the flavor of now. By South Central Bank, home of the official debit card of WKU Athletics. By Taco Bell, because sometimes you gotta live Moss. By UPS, from figuring it out to getting it done, UPS can help. More information at solvers.ups.com. By US Bank, all of us serving you at US Bank. And by WKONA, the official team physicians of WKU Athletics.